I have mentioned this before, that when I was in senior high school, one of the songs we loved most was Catholic hymn number 385. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brother, that you do unto me. Of course, we sang this song for other reasons. Because if somebody will not give you shito or gari or sardine, so we will sing it with all, vim and all that. But for us Catholics, and for, of course, as adults, this brings a lot of meaning, I believe, a lot of meaning. When I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. Now, enter into the home of my Father. And I always say that for us Christians, we are lucky. Because the marking scheme for the judgment day has been given to us. The marking scheme, the criteria for which reason you would be admitted into heaven. Unless Jesus was not telling us the truth. But Jesus was telling us the truth also. And we even have these beautifully crafted in the corporal works of, apart from burying the dead, the corporal works of mercy, they are there. So as a Catholic, you cannot miss it. I don't believe you can miss it. But sometimes we wonder, Father, when did I, I'm busy, I'm a banker, I'm a nurse. Where will I see people who are hungry? Sometimes those who are hungry are just around you. Your own home, in your house, those who are hungry, inside your house. But even if you can't even find them, that is why the church, and that is why I always insist, that monies given to the church are used for such activities. Sometimes people don't get it. But if money in the church will be used only for parties and for enjoyment for us here, then what are we doing? Cost 90. But that, you are busy, you are a lawyer, you are an Uber driver, you are this, so you bring your money to the charity box, to the parish, to St. Vincent de Paul. Then, as we feed the what? Even your offertory, what you bring for offertory. Somebody here, he gives almost 1,000 cedis every month. Somebody here, Christmas, bought bags of rice, about 30, 50. You are feeding the hungry. You may not have seen them physically, but your support is what? And the right intention. The intention you have to support, you have fed a lot of people. If you see the number of people who come here within the week for help, you'll be amazed. Some of them you don't know. So your resources, although you are at work and you have given that to the church is performing these roles for you. Some of the day-born groups, you go to the prison. One, is it Sunday, you went to Akuse. Saturday, you went to Akuse. You're performing this. So when I was in prison, it is not only when Father Kujo is arrested and put into prison that you must come there. No, sometimes those in prison, you don't even what? You don't know. But a day-born group is going. Charity, you support. You are fulfilling this. Thirsty. A stranger. We are still here. Just about 2 weeks ago, a lady came. We had to help get her back to her country. A stranger. You welcome the person, but how do you take the person back home to support and to make sure the person is well established in her country? That is the role of the church. And who make up the church? We make up the church. And that is why our support is so important. I was ill and you cared for me. Not only the priest going to give communion, but somebody is sick. You make that corporal work of mercy. You visit them. Not because you are visited so that when you are also sick, somebody will visit you. That is not the notion. Oh, when I was sick, I went. No. And that is why sometimes I bleed. When groups like Legion of Mary, when you were children, active work, you visit the what? The hospitals. It wasn't only the work of the priest, not only the work of St. Vincent de Paul, but an activity for every Catholic. Once you have the time, you can make that journey. And of course, when somebody else in the community is not around, is sick, it is not only the work of the priest. A WhatsApp message to check on the person and visit the person. Important. Naked, and you clothed me naked. Some of you, the kind of clothes you have in your wardrobe, sometimes you are even late for mass because you don't know which one to take. There are too many. Some of the clothes, 1 year, you have never, it's different from having maybe a special suit for board meetings. I mean, those ones are different. Or maybe a particular cloth for funerals. If there's no funeral, But you have about 20 funeral sets. Why? Those people who need those, I told you before, the people who need them are there. They are waiting for you. Don't worry, bring them. You don't know them, bring them. The parish will take them. Last Christmas, went to Ashalaja, went to Obum. We sent them there. You see the joy in the eyes of these people. So please, the trousers, the whatever, bring them. Let us clothe the naked. So I believe that we must make that point of don't, in the first reading, like Leviticus. As you grow in the spirit, your life goes beyond don'ts into what you must what must be done, what you must do. And for me, that is grace. Not just because you are scared that, hey, you shall not. No, but you do what must be done. And you do it from your heart. That is a life of a Christian. May the Lord give us his grace in this season of Lent to do with a sincere heart all that must be done in order to make humanity, to make the world a better place. Amen.